Hey guys, welcome back to IteariTV. My name is Iteri, and I'm doing a special series of rounding up all the Ollie's purchases that I've made this year. So as we get through the last month of the year, December, going into January, I will be showing you some of my Ollie's faves. I had a really great time rounding up all of my items and trying to pick my top 10s and top 25s. And I just had a wonderful time pulling these things together, and it has helped me organize a lot. So this first video is going to be my top 10 favorite things, just period, across all categories, across all crafting and planning categories that I've purchased from Ollie's so far. Before I show you my top 10, I want to show you some honorable mentions. Okay, so these three items here are honorable mentions. This first one is a journal. It was $2.99. It's called the Doodle Circle. It's a fill-in journal for like best friends to write on both pages. But of course, I don't want to use it for that. All I saw was how gorgeous the paper is in these. And I've been seeing these pop up a little bit more in Ollie's, so you may be able to find one in the book aisle. The pages remind me of that Color Me coloring book that everyone loved, because you could use that coloring book as papers as well. I'm going to use this in journaling. So this is one of my honorable mentions, and I absolutely love it. I don't think I have more than one of these still. So whenever I see another one, I need to buy another one. I need to just make sure I have at least two of these, because I think I only have one right now. My second honorable mention is another book that I plan to use for journaling. It's called Dream Walls. Okay. A few people have hauled this. I first saw this on Planner Time with Michael, and I love these images. These are some of my favorite images because they're beach and island images, and I absolutely love them. You can frame these for your home, or you can use them how I'm going to use them, which is for journaling. So this is another honorable mention for $2.99 at Ollie's. My last honorable mention is this Mythotopia coloring book, Dragons and Doodles. This was $3.99. This is one of my favorite coloring books, and just one of my favorite things that I've picked up at Ollie's. I have two of these, and I absolutely love the images in these. These are like perfect for tattoos. If you were getting like large back tattoos, this is probably my favorite image in the whole book. I can't wait to fussy cut him out. So these three are three honorable mentions. Okay, they didn't quite make the top 10, but they're my honorable mentions. Let's see, do we have a glare on this one? We have less of a glare, so I might leave that one there. Those are my three honorable mentions. Let's get into the top 10 items that I've loved from Ollie's across all categories. Okay, guys. So my first one, this is in no particular order, except there is one item that everybody knows is my favorite out of all the items. Okay, but other than that, there is no particular order. The first one is these cactus stickers. Now, this pack of stickers is so important to my Ollie's journey. It was one of the first packs of stickers that I purchased at an Ollie's about an hour away, and it started me down a very unhealthy love of cactus and cacti and succulents. I think these did it. This is what started my love this year for finding other things that were cactus and cute. So these were $1. I purchased so many of these. I've been giving some away here and there, but I do plan to keep a lot of these because I plan to journal with these. But there was a huge bin of them when I went there, and I purchased a whole bunch of these. These are still some of my top favorite stickers of all time. These are my favorites. So that's the first thing in my top 10. Let's see. We'll save the obvious for last. The next thing in my top 10 is this Heidi Swap journal cover. You guys know I've been pulling this out over and over. I've used it for so many different journals. This is just one of the journals that I've created, and I love just putting different things inside here and seeing what fits and seeing what I can use. Building the journal, sorry, my light just went out, y'all. Building the journal is more fun than actually figuring out what I'm going to use it for. So this is another thing in my top 10. Let me see if I can find another light. Okay, y'all, I've had to plug it up. So this was $1.29. I do have a lot of these. I'm not sharing these. I'm going through a lot of these because I'm building so many journals and I'm just having a blast. Okay. The next thing in my top 10 would be this Maggie Holmes Planner Extension Pack. Okay, this is the 219 pieces. I've showed this in a video. I've unpackaged it in a short. This thing is perfection. The pages, the stickers, it's undated, and it goes in any 9-disc planner. I have a few of these for future planning sessions in the future that I have in my stash that I can use whenever I'm ready. I love this. This was $1. $1. Never in your planner life could you get something like this for $1. Only at Ollie's. This was one of my favorite finds in my Ollie's hopping. Of course, I had to bring a planner to my top 10. Okay, so this is the Maggie Holmes day-to-day planner for $2.99. This was the very first Maggie Holmes planner that I found, and I have done flip throughs of this in other videos. It's undated. It's absolutely stunning, absolutely gorgeous, and the extension pack would fit in here. The extension pack has different dividers than this planner, which is great. So if I got some if I decided to put some extension discs on this, instead of the regular size disc, I could put some extension discs on this. I could combine the extension pack with this, with what's already in here, which I actually may do. And I just love that it's undated because I can just keep it for as long as I need to, and I don't have to worry about redating anything. The font in this is beautiful. Everything about this is beautiful. Out of all the planners that I have, out of all the happy planners that I have, my favorite planners are actually not happy planners. These are actually my favorite planners, these Maggie Holmes planners. I just think they're so sophisticated and so gorgeous. They're just absolutely stunning. I love these. So I'm not using this in my 2026. I'm using going to be using a happy planner and some other planners, some Hobby Lobby planners. But even with that, these are my favorites. I can just hold on to these longer because they're undated. So definitely a top 10 item. The next thing in my top 10 is this. This is a more recent find in the last few Ollie's hauls that I've done before I started, dying down with my shopping. This was only $2.29. I want to use this for journaling. Technically, this is a scratch art type of a journal where you rub the image and they give you some full sheets to rub the image and more colors appear or whatever, but I won't be doing that. I'm going to be using the images exactly how they are. This is absolutely one of my favorite things. As you can see, all of my favorite things have been planner or journal related. Okay, planner or journal related, because that's what I love the most from these hauls. So I do have a few of these now and I love them. Next, we're going to go with Beautiful Create, the Create Beautiful book. This was one of my favorite finds of the year. Another great book for journaling. This is absolutely stunning. The pages are a very nice weight, and the art is just absolutely beautiful. This is stunning. If you were lucky enough to find this, it was a pretty exciting moment. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is in my top 10. I could not do a top 10 without the chipboard. So when I found this Good Vibes chipboard, I hit the praise dance in the Ollie store. Okay. This is one of my favorite finds of the year. I didn't even really know how much I would love chipboard stickers until I saw this in person. And I'm just so in love with it. And I'm so in love with the llama, the cactus, just the colors, everything about this. I'm so in love with. $1. $1. Okay. One of my top 10 favorite finds. And then we have my favorite paper pad of any paper pad that I found this year, which is Love Days Like This. It's part of the Art for Everyone collection. I've decided that this particular collection by Vicki Boutin is just my favorite collection, period. So anything in this collection that looks like this is my favorite paper pad. I have now purchased other paper pads in this collection, and I love them all equally. My heart will just always be with this one because it was the first one that I found, and I found this one for $1.99. The pages do repeat. Okay, it's something about this paper pad that speaks to me, that's just so artsy and so elegant. And there's nothing like it to me. There's just nothing like it. And the paper itself, I can never describe how it feels. You know, I know we use the words mixed media. I don't know if that's why it feels like this. It almost feels like fabric, almost feels like carpet, almost feels like cardboard, almost feels like stitching. It's just, it's in a league of its own. It's in a league of its own. And you know, these of course I will not share. Like this is my favorite paper pad, okay, from my Ollie's hopping. And I love every paper pad in this particular collection, but this one will always have my heart because it's the first one in the Art for Everyone collection that I found at Ollie's for only $1.99. Okay, we're gonna go to the next to last, which is this Rama Llama Ding Dong journal for $3.99. This was a more recent find that Ollie's just put out, and I have 7 of them because I plan to have 7 travel journal versions of this. Okay, so I'm planning to build journal versions of this. I absolutely love this journal. Love this journal. Look at how gorgeous this is for $3.99. And last but certainly not least, if you've been watching this channel, you know what this item is. I don't even have to say anything about this. I don't even have to say anything about this. This speaks for itself. Okay, this is, I have like 7 of these as well. 6 or 7. I think I was going to give one away, but I might not give that other one away. I've given a couple away of these already, but the other ones I'm keeping for myself. And I've been, you know, I've been playing around with this already. I haven't written in it, but I just love building these journals. And then this pen was from Ross and my little cactus from Hobby Lobby. This journal, this llama journal, is my most favorite thing of anything that I found at Ollie's this year. This is my number 1 in my top 10. You already knew this if you've been watching me. You already knew. So thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, go ahead and put a llama or a cactus in the comments. I appreciate you. I'm so excited about my Ollie's roundups, my top 10s and top 25s. So stay tuned for more of that as we wind down the year and get through the holidays. I appreciate you guys. It's nothing but crafty love over here, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.